Hello everybody, my name's Master Walrus 9. I'm here for another episode of Walrus's TCG Dailies, the show where Master Walrus 9, me, comes in and plays my Pokemon trading card game Dailies. Well, it could be any trading card game, but right now I'm focusing on a TCG Live. If you have something you want to see, please let me know. I'd love to play it. Huge fan of all trading card games. I'm looking to find an excuse to play some more. So, our goal in this is to complete our daily mission, so let's take a look at what we have. We got deal 50 damage to your opponent's Pokemon in a single hit, and deal 400 total damage to your opponent's Pokemon. And I think both of these are definitely good missions to have, super easy. And why is that? Well, that's because we're playing my deck Zard. This is a revamp of Charizard. Now, Charizard EX, where is it? This bad boy right here, commonly more known in his black border form, is known for his ability to ramp up dark energies really fast, be a super powerful hitter, and just a generally good card. So, you see a lot of him in a combo deck with Pidgeot EX and Arceus VStar, but I decided, screw that, we're going full Charizard. What does this mean? Well, I'm running 4 Charmanders, free from Pokemon Go, since that's good. And this Charmander, which came as a promo in the ETB for Scarlet Violet, because it looks nice. Whatever. And we are going to have our options of going into Charizard EX for our Terra type, which will be our key hit for most stuff. But if we need some extra damage, we can go into Charizard EX from 151. This one has the ability to deal 330 damage for 4 energy while discarding 3 of them. And that's pretty hefty cost, but 330 is an insane amount of damage. It's super good. That's, a lot of where the kill percentages need to reign. Like, look at Charizard EX. 330 health. That's your baseline for stage 2 EX Pokemon. So being able to deal 330 in one hit is a one-tap. Beautiful. And to play something a little more fast, we have Charizard V and VStar, who can do 320 as his VStar power. So I kind of like it. If he's got any damage counters on him, he does 230 consistently. So it's good damage. Honestly, it's not my go-to. I thought the art was pretty nice on this card, so I wanted to use it. And as a draw engine, we're using classic B-Barrel. There's times in which you can brick. It's not as consistent as, say, Lugia V-Star or Lost Box. But B-Barrel works fairly well. And I'm running Radiant Heatran just because he can get some mad damage out. Because we're going to be pairing with Magma Basin. So those energies that go into the trash, we're going to be able to recycle them onto our Pokemon on the bench. It does do 20 damage. However, Radiant Heatran likes that. Charizard VStar likes it. And I think this Charizard EX likes it as well. So Fire Self-Ping actually works a bit. Radiant Heatran, though, if you use the Magma Basin exclusively, you're getting 60 damage on him. So 70 times 6 is a whopping 420 damage. That's a kill on anything. Anything. The only thing you're not going to be able to hit is those who have effects that prevent it from being hit. So, to pair up, we're running Battle VIP Pass just to get all the Pokemon out as fast as possible. Magma Basin, Rare Candies, Arven to search out Rare Candies. I did have EXP Share initially, but I'm deciding to run Tool Jammer, because Tool Jammer seems to be a bit better in the new Paradox sets. Because Ancient Booster Energy Capsule is becoming a major pain with how often you see Roaring Moon EX. And so Tool Jammer being able to shut that down is nice. It's also going to be able to work defensively as well, because it will shut down Future Booster Energy Capsule. It's going to make them have a retreat cost, and they're not going to do that 20 extra damage. The only thing I might consider is... it's one of the bands. It's not Defiance Band. There's a band that just does a flat 10 damage. Trying to see where that is. Vitality Band. Yeah, this does a flat 10 damage. So you think 10 damage isn't crazy. But I'm actually going to switch these out because here's the difference. Charizard EX, 330 HP. Charizard VStar, 320 attack. Your opponent's surviving with 10 HP. This is what pulls it into the finisher. So Vitality Band is good in those instances. If I don't think I'm going to need it, I'd toss it with Ultra Ball. Honestly, I think the setup's decent. I haven't really customized it since going into Paradox Rift. There might be some stuff that I would consider changing with the new cards. But ultimately, I like the setup. Only thing I might want a bit more of is draw potential. And I would consider cutting out like maybe an Ultra Ball, Nest Ball for a couple more Serenas in order to make it more consistent. In fact, actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's take a look at a couple good supporters. I'm thinking Bruno's not terrible, but he doesn't really flow as well. Copycat could be nice, but it's a bad situation overall as well. Yeah, I think you really just can't beat Serena in terms of draw potential. If you have a ton of cards in your hand, that kind of is garbo for this situation. However, if you have a ton of cards in your hand, that's a good problem. If you're breaking with all of them, that means you're at a point where it's not going to be the game breaker. But if you have a low amount of cards in your hand, you can pop a Serena and then just draw up to 5. And 5 is a golden amount. The issue then becomes what cards to trash. Ultimately, I think Serena is the right choice, especially considering that we are going to be able to have her as an option in case the opponent's running V Pokemon. It's a boss's orders on Pokemon V, which is really good. Really good. Because now I'm technically running 5 boss's orders in my deck. The boss's orders is one of the best cards. You're going to see it consistently in like 90% of people's decks, 95% of people's decks. Because finishing off games requires you picking out which Pokemon is needed. So, for an opener, not upset, not crazy. I don't like having my Bidoof inactive. But we can work with it. Since the opponent's going first, we're going to go second. We can double Nest Ball. And then we'll Iono. We have the possibility of pulling out a Battle VIP pass. Now, he's turboing out fast. That is the problem for Roaring Moon. Okay, you know what? I'm fine with this. We're going to Nest. We're going to pick up a Charmander. We're going to pick up a Charizard V. We're going to want to load the bench with Manders. But we're going to want at least one V in this instance, especially knowing that Charizard VStar is in deck. And not the prize cards. That makes it much more valuable. Okay, so will we get the Mander? I'm going to Battle VIP pass. We're going to pull off another Bidoof and a third Charmander. Where Charmander is the super core of this deck. That's where we want to run. Now, we're in an unfortunate situation. I don't know if I want a Pokestop here, but I think it's honestly going to be more worth it to do so than to not do so. So, that's a really bad trash. That hurt a lot. But, ultimately, that's the game, you know. You win some, you lose some. We got B-Barrel in hand. We got Serena, we got Iono, we got Charizard EX. Ultimately, I'm pretty cool with what's going on. We're going to have to hit pretty hard to get the Roaring Moon EX kind of just knocked out. But that's one thing that Charizard does. So, yeah, he sets up another Roaring Moon EX. He's got a pretty good board state, but his deck is fairly basic. I haven't seen anything crazy that suggests he's playing an altered version. So he does He's so... Okay, so 2 dark. Does he have dark patch? Can he even use dark patch? He can't. Ultra Ball. Probably he's going to toss some dark energies. Yep. Good play. Beat Barrel. Yep. He's going to do that. Dark patch if he has it right now. He switches. So this is a mistake on his end. Okay, no, he switches again to more Peko. Does he have the dark patch? He doesn't, so he's fishing for dark patch. He gets the dark patch. He's going to be able... Oh, shoot. So I think he's just playing it a bit longer. Beautiful play right there. Almost too perfect, you would think. So, yeah, he's going to retreat into something. He shouldn't have done that. He needs the dark patch first. Then he can knock out Roaring Moon. Okay. He must have another switch in hand. He escape ropes. So, we're just going to... We can manage with 1 B-Barrel. So, we're going to toss up the Bidoof. He's used Sada's Vitality, so we don't really have to worry. Yeah. Now, the issue then becomes, what do I sack? I'm going to move a Charmander up, since we have 3 on bench. I'm a bit more inclined to sack him. We're going to B-Barrel. We're going to Super Rod. I want to bring back the Zard B-Barrel Bidoof combo. And... I see, it's a tough situation. I don't know about Iono. I want a Serena. I want to just trash Iono. I have 4 on deck. This is unfortunate. This is really bad. We're at Pokestop. Maybe we can pull something. Ultra Ball. I can work with that. We're going to place the... Oh, shoot. I'm considering conceding right after that one alone. That was a really bad misplay on my end. We'll pick up the Bidoof just to load up another hand filler. I mean, we can manage, but honestly, this is rough. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is bad. I'm going to just end turn right here. We're in a good position for next turn. But we're also in a bad position game state-wise. So he's going for an Ultra Ball. Don't know what he's going to hit. He's thinning out the deck, though. Yeah, so he decides to hit nothing. He's going to B-Barrel. Yep. Draw another 2, which is smart play on his end. Not sure on if he got anything good. Concealed cards, Dark Energy. He probably had that beforehand if I was to make a guess. Pokestop, triple hit. Really good on his end. Sada's Vitality. He's going to ramp up a couple Dark Energy, I presume. Nope, just a single. Did he only have a single? He only had a single. Earthen Vessel. 11 cards in hand. If I would want to Iono now to kind of just shut him down. But our Zard's in a good position. Because now we'll be able to one-tap the benched Roaring Moon EX. Yeah, Dark Patch. But then we are proposed with the issue of what to do about this one. Because I'm not running the item canceller anymore. We're just going to move up. We got to play it as it is. Oh, my goodness. I really don't know. I think at... Well, the Zard's going to do 180, 30, and 30 for 240. We're not going to be able to get that hit. I think, ultimately, what we need to do is... We need to play correctly. We need to play consistently, and that's going to require a rare candy and a vitality band. We're gonna rare candy up the Mander on the bench. And we're gonna use Infernal Rain, free fire energies. We're gonna attach 2 to him, 1 to the Zard right here. We're gonna Vitality Band here. We're gonna B-Barrel, Industrious, and Scissors. So, not terrible. I think we need to play the slots a bit more. We're gonna Pokestop. Triple garbage. That's really rough. Yeah. I mean, I can't really work past that. I really gotta stop playing Pokeslots right there. We're just gonna end turn. There's nothing I can do. He's in too good of a position right now. Now, he's going to get to 2... We're still not powerful enough to KO Charizard EX. Which is a shame. Oh, shoot. That's unfortunate. Yep. Yep. Now, he's going to hit himself for 200 because he's not going to be able to kill it. Yeah, he wants that. So, but we can't move our Charizard V up. He has game. He has game. I don't think we got any damage on him, legitimately. We're just gonna move up the Zard V and play it as we can. And just attach that. I mean, run this, run this. Run one of these. I'll go Zard VStar, because why not? He had it. He had it right. He had it right. He really did. Well, too late in the game. It's unfortunate. And I don't want to give out Johns, but like I kept bricking. I don't know what happened. It just did not work out. Yeah, we'll hit for 140 and get our couple prize cards. See, it's a situation that's not good on either end, because those items are going to want the item cancelers, but I need that extra damage. So what I need to do is I need to play some Lost Vacuums. If I had Lost Vacuum, I would have had it with the Charizard EX. But I didn't have Lost Vacuum. That discouraged me from playing the Charizard EX until I was more consistent. But that gave him prime opportunity. So, that being that, we're going to play another round of Zard, because we need to get the other mission done. The deck just didn't work too well. Like, I like the deck. It is a fun deck. I'm typically an anti-Charizard stan, just because I think he gets a lot of popularity that's undeserved. I mean, where the Gen 8 champion, I forgot his name, his ace was a Charizard. I thought that was stupid. Your ace should be a Pokemon from the gen. Anyways. What did we pull out? We pulled out two, yeah. Yeah, this is tough. We're gonna want a few Lost Vacuums. So we're gonna add free in there, because I think free is the magic number for a situation like this, because we're gonna need it consistently, but now we gotta pull free things out. And that's tough. I think, honestly, I'm going to pull out a Charmander. I'm going to pull out a... Fire Energy and a Battle VIP. I like 12 a lot more, but I think I can manage with 11. We're just going to try this out, see how we're feeling. Not a great showcase of the deck, but I know that if I pulled out the damage buff, I'm going to go against a fire deck or something that has that free 30 HP, and I'm not going to be able to get it. So we're playing someone who's got Charizard, box, sleeves, coin. Kind of making me think it's going to be a Charizard deck. Opponent 1, going first, probably. If it is a Zard deck, you do want to go first. Yep. You want that evolution as soon as possible. Rip on the opening. Decent enough hand, but there's not enough consistency. Okay, yeah, so they finished up. Let's see how many times we draw. 3 mulligans? Man. Okay. Well, we'll Charmander and we'll Charmander. In the worst case, we'll Tail on Fire to ramp up a fire energy. So he's got Jirachi. I was thinking maybe we could get a kill off that Jirachi if it was this Mander, but we'd need a Vitality Band on him as well. And no, we're playing against Darkrai V, Roaring Moon EX. I'm almost wanting to think of a deck specific to countering Roaring Moon EX. Because the Frenzied Gouging is super risky on it, but you can set up situations to make it more safe with the Energy Capsule, whatever, right? So, if you ping 30 damage, then the Roaring Moon EX is dunzo. Because then it can't use Frenzied Gouging on yourself. So I'm thinking of ways to ping out that damage. Now he goes for the Darkrai V, actually, which was an interesting play. We're getting Magma Basin. We're getting Mander. And I don't really want to Serena my entire hand. But I think that's what's needed. We got multiple copies of these. That's unfortunate, ultimately. Yeah, it's been rough pulls. If I'm being honest, it's been rough pulls. But we're just going to hit with the Tail on Fire, ramp up another fire energy, and call that a turn. We got the Lost Vacuum, which is nice. We got a B-Barrel, which would be cool if it wasn't a bit too late. Super Rod's not going to really help. Boss's Orders could help us stall a bit, I guess. So it goes Darkrai V. Starbest, that's a bit too early in my opinion for a good Starbest, but if he's got the items he wants. I don't know what he picked up. I want to say Dark Patch? Sawdust Vitality. Okay. Really good opener right there. I think the draw free on top of it is too good. I mean, ramping out 2 energy is really nice on its own. Being limited to ancient Pokemon, but 2 energy ramped out. So I think the draw free on top of that's too much. I think if you gave Turo the draw free as well, that would have definitely made him highly considerable. Okay, yeah, like, what am I supposed to do? And I know if I play Grass, I'm going to lose because my opponent's going to be Charizard EX. So he goes Lumineon V as a supporter searcher, which is kind of interesting. He gets up another Sawdust Vitality. Makes sense. We're just gonna Charmander. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It really sucks. It sucks. We're gonna pull up Lumineon V and pray they don't get a switch. Honestly, if I don't get anything to win next turn, I'm conceding. Save some time. Yeah, he's got the dark energy. We would need like an Iono. It's not happening. It's just not happening. I don't like to concede, but there's no feasible means. I like Rezard, but if it's slow, it's slow. We're gonna play one more, hopefully get that 400 total damage. Playing against Phoebe's Paper Boat, normal, and the multi-normal. So hopefully we're playing something that's actually interesting. You know, the cards in Rezard are pretty alright. I won't say they're game-breaking. I mean, you did see a lot of Charizard EX, the Dark Terra, because it was a free deck. But it was manageable. It's a really good combo because Dark is weak to grass, and the Fire is super effective against grass, so. Alright, I say this is a decent enough opening. It's crazy how often we've been pulling the Pokemon 151 Charizard EX. Okay, they're playing Electric. That's interesting. So, this is kind of bad in terms of an opening hand. I want a Bidoof and Charmander. I don't need the Charizard V out just yet. And I'm gonna Vitality Band on the Mander right now. We're gonna end turn. Next turn we can Iono and try for a B-Barrel. Electric Generator is such an oppressive card. Like, yeah, it missed this time, but that's an additional 2 energy as an item. No, it didn't even miss. It just went out too fast. I clicked fast. Like, there's the kill. Turn 2 kill. If I didn't have a Pokemon out, that's game. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. Okay, Nest Ball, sure. I'll pick up the Zard V now. Iono. Shut down his hand a bit more, I guess. Yeah, thanks, Battle VIP Pass. I definitely need you now. That's irony, because I am fairly upset with how this deck has been treating me. Now, if there's one thing that has worked out, and we're actually in a really good position. We're going to pull up the EX, right? We're going to Rare Candy. Now watch this. This is a good combo right here. Free Fire Energy. We're going to put 1 on Bidoof, 2 on Zard. Retreat. And we're doing 210, but Vitality Band's pushing it to 220. Just enough to kill Miraidon. So Vitality Band, the extra 10 damage really does clutch it up. It makes it matter. Zeraora is a tough one to really be in this situation. So he goes Rhyme, which is Escape Rope. One-sided. I don't know where I want to go. I guess I'll Zard V, which, I mean, I wouldn't expect to see Rhyme. That's not the greatest card in my opinion, but okay, he Electric Generators instantly. I don't like that. Yeah, Electric Generator. It's so oppressive that you gotta run fighting decks, but then fighting decks are kind of garbage as well. Thankfully, Bidoof has ability to prevent it from getting pinged. We're gonna Arven. Pick up an Ultra Ball. Vitality Band. Now, I don't think we need the second Vitality Band ultimately at this point in the game. So we're gonna trash a Candy and a Vitality Band. Pick up the Bidoof. We're gonna set up a Fire Energy on the Zard. Oh, maybe I should have set on the B-Barrel, but we kind of need to thin the deck out. We'll set up the Heatran. And we'll go to Zard V, just end turn. He's going to be dealing 90, so he's not going to kill, but we are in a risky spot. Kangaskhan EX is interesting. That's a promo exclusively from the starter deck. Oh, okay. Some of these cards I just don't... I don't expect it. It baffles me. So, he didn't do... Oh, they have to have counters on it. That's why. We're going to set up the Heatran. I think it's more important at this point in the game. This is unfortunate, but we're going to have to sack the Zard V. I mean, he stalled well enough. Team Stargrunt. I've never seen that card be used. The most I could expect to use that for would be with Camerupt. He bosses orders. He pulls up the B barrel. That's gonna one tap. Unfortunate. That's game. Well, that's not game. That's D game. That's TCG Live. Yeah. So Boss's Orders does make sense. So now that I see the Zapdos EX, it makes sense on why he's running Rhyme as more switchers. So sucks on our end, but what are you gonna do about it? He's in a really tough position right now. We're gonna be able to do free 10, get the kill. We'll be able to take 2, and if we get something good, we can take out the Kangaskhan. This is not what I meant by good. So, he's got to get 3 heads in a row. 4. He's got to get 4 heads in a row. That's a 6.25% chance, I think. So, you know, sometimes you flip the coins, roll the die. You get lucky. I don't think this is that chance. Essentially, to consider the odds of getting 4 heads in a row, it's a 1 and 2 times a 1 and 2 times a 1 and 2 times a 1 and 2. So that's 1 over 4 times 1 over 4, which is a 1 over 16. That is about 6.25%. It's low. You're not going to bank on getting 4 heads in a row. Okay, escape rope makes sense. Now, I'm curious on what kind of hit he gets in. I'm curious on what I'm going to be able to pull as well. Okay, so he does go for the Raikou. He fleet-footed. He wants to stall a bit. No, is he going to go for an attack? He goes for Vengeful Punch. Full face guard. I think he's just pressing buttons. I don't know. The 100, so now he's actually condemned himself. Because watch this. Fire Energy. And 700 damage. You see that right. That is 700 damage. That's how good Radiant Heatran can be. And it's only giving 1 prize card. I like Radiant Heatran. I think it's one of the most slept on cards. Because you pair it with Magma Basin. You can pair it with shoot, what's that? Damage Pump? Damage Pump? Yeah, Damage Pump. Move 2 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to your other Pokemon any way you like. That's an instant 140 additional damage on Heatran. You can pair it with Bravery Charm. Additional 50 HP. You're going to be tankier than normal. It's good. I think it's highly slept on. That problem comes from rising up that damage and rising up that the energy cost, because free's a bit high. But when you're pairing it with Charizard EX, you can use the Magma Basin to hit 1 energy, maybe 2. You're going to deal 140 to 280. 280 is your sweet spot right there. It's going to kill most Stage 2 EX. And it's a 1 prize card hitter, you know. I think it's good. I like it. Anyways, that should do it for today's episode of Walrus' TCG Dailies. I hope that you had a wonderful time watching. If you have anything you want to see specifically be played, I like the concept that was there, Zapdos EX. I've got plenty of crystals. I got plenty of concepts for making a deck. Give me a card that you want to see played, and I will work with it. Well, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.